Hello, my friends. Happy Friday to all of you. This one is especially for all of my empath friends out there. And today we are answering probably the number one $1 million question that all of us have probably asked ourselves at some point. But if you are an empath, I guarantee you have asked yourself this question, and that is, how do I protect my energy? If you are in maybe a toxic environment, a negative environment, you're around someone who just feels like they suck the life out of you with their negativity when you're around them, this video is for you. And this video is going to give you one simple shift that I guarantee if you make the shift as an empath, this will change it all. And so I want to talk about, to start with, the mentality, the psychology of an empath. First of all, before I go there, if any of this, I want to explain a little bit about this whole empath thing, right? What is an empath? An empath is a person who is extremely open to the energy and the emotions of other people. So if you've ever been one of those people who has felt like you're always like that people pleaser, you're always analyzing, well, if I do this or say this, how will this person react? Or maybe if you're like a super achiever because, you always want to please and you want to have that, that achievement and that energy that comes along with that satisfaction because you feed off of that energy of other people, you are probably an empath. If you are one of those people who meet strangers on the street and they suddenly tell you their life story, you are probably an empath. If you are one of those people who just has this natural sense of intuition, who just kind of senses and knows things, you are probably an empath. So those are just a few of the things that can help you identify if you're an empath. So when I use that word, you know what I'm talking about. But it is a highly sensitive person who is extremely open and sensitive to the energy and emotions of other people. Okay, so if you are an empath, I want to give you a special invitation to check out the link in my bio. It is the Empowered Empath Collective. It is a brand new community that I've created for empaths to come together to step into confidence and self-love and purpose. And every single week we set intentions, we set actions, we share content, we learn and grow together. You get a free course every month. You get a free one-on-one session with me, a coaching session, a breakthrough session. You get to, collaborate and get to know and be supported by other women as part of a community, all that and so much more. So if you want to learn about all that amazing stuff, go to the link in my bio. It is kesleytweed.com/collective, or you can send me direct message if you're an empath and this has resonated with you. Let's get into the psychology piece that I wanted to talk about today, and then we're going to answer that question, how do I protect my energy as an empath? Okay, so as an empath, I shared earlier, you are open, you are sensitive to the energy of other people, and you, my beautiful friend, have a superpower, and that superpower is you are incredibly gifted at connecting with energy outside of yourself. You have a gift for a natural ability to anticipate, to feel what the other person is feeling, to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to understand another's world. And that's what makes you so special and gifted, and probably makes you want to help and fix and step into a purpose. That is your beautiful soul as an empath. That is what you're here to do. But here's the thing. Here's the mind F that we get into, right? The psychology of an empath that we have to learn how to shift. And I'm going to explain this by starting with a little bit of a story and a question for all of you. So how many of you have played sports at some point in your life, right? I grew up and I played basketball when I was in high school. That was my sport. And I spent so many hours and hours out in my barn with my basketball, my hoop, and my parents. They're amazing. And I'd just be shooting the free throws, shooting the three-pointers, shooting, practicing those skills. Why? So that when the game was on the line, when game day came and I was at that, free throw line or had the ball in my hands to shoot a three or whatever it might be, I was ready to drain it, right? I wanted to be prepared to be on offense. I practiced the offense. I also practiced the defense, right? But I spent a lot of time like mastering that shot. And that is the shift, my friends, that I want us all to make as empaths. Because as empaths, we are gifted. It's natural to us to focus on the outside. And sometimes the outside is not what we want to be picking up, right? And so then we feel like when we're in these toxic environments around negative people, around the energy vampires, people who suck the life out of you, we're like putting up our shields. We're like spending all this energy like playing defense, right? And we never get to be on offense because we're always like, don't throw your shit at me, right? Like, stop. Yes, we have an empath. I see that. Awesome. Welcome. If any of the rest of you, as you're joining our empaths, drop a hashtag empath in the comments. I would love to hear from you, right? So here's the mind shift. Because you're gifted, you're naturally gifted, you won't lose this ability to connect with those energies from outside of you, to connect with other people, to want to help and give to other people. What we need to do as empaths, though, is if we want to protect our energy, we've got to step into offense. We've got to learn to play offense. How do we do that? We have got to learn to align our own emotions and energy within ourselves on a daily basis, every single morning. If you are an empath, I'm telling you, you need to be doing this. You need to have a morning practice. If you want to learn more about mine, I shared a video not too long ago, a brief clip. There's also a whole series, an empath survival guide. The very first video is on morning routine. That is on my YouTube channel, so go to the link in my bio. But here's the number one thing, right? So think about it this way. The offense, putting yourself on offense. Where focus goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you're constantly as an empath, and this is what we do, right? We focus outside of ourselves because we want to give and help. But if we're focusing on like, oh, what I'm picking up, the vibes I'm picking up, they're like negative or they're toxic or they're bad or they're not the vibe I want to be in. And then we're focusing on that. And then we're spending all of our energy like trying to play the defense. Then that's where our energy goes. That's where our focus goes. That's what we're going to attract more of, because as an empath, you are picking that up and you are focusing on that. So that's what you're going to be noticing. That's what you're going to be picking up. And that's sucking the life out of us when we're constantly doing the protection thing. Play the offense. Put yourself, step into the energy and the emotions that you want to on a daily basis. So what I like to use is ask, align, action. Here's one quick trick, and I do cover this in the video, but I'm going to give it to you today. Ask yourself, how do I feel? But then most importantly, how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? And then through meditation, through journaling, through movement, those are some of the core pieces of a morning routine for an empath. You can step into that. That's the alignment part, right? So some emotions, some very high vibration emotions that you want to be thinking about and practicing setting anchors and stepping into every day are emotions like love, like joy, like peace, like enlightenment or connection with a higher power or faith or your spirituality. Like those are the things. Consciousness, like connection with all. Those are evidence and documentation and research has shown the highest states that you can possibly be in. Love, joy, peace, enlightenment. So those are the things that you, as you step into offense, think about, me talking about shooting 3-pointers and free throws in my barn, like you practicing and us practicing on a daily basis in our morning rituals, morning routines, stepping into those emotions, those high vibration states through music, through moving your body, through your journaling, through your meditation, through doing something that you love, through connecting with whatever, creativity that you have. Maybe those things are all part of your morning routine and help you step into that. And then here's what happens when we do have to play offense, right? When we've practiced and we've mastered the offense, when we have to play defense, it's an anchor. We've set it, we've practiced. When we're, the game's on the line, we're ready to step up. And when something negative comes at us, we're like, boom, okay, I choose in this moment, I choose to step into love. What does that feel like in my body? Boom, I am love, right? So that's the type of practice That's the type of emotional management and energy management we want to practice. I think energy clearing is super important, and doing things like shielding and light bubbling and, cutting cords and saging and all those things, those are awesome. But at the end of the day, what really matters is that you can manage your own emotional state and your own energy, and you know how to separate, like, this is not mine, or this is what I don't want, and this is what I do want. That is the key. And that's why I think those two questions, asking yourself, what am I feeling and what do I want to feel, are so very, very important. So one of my mentors, somebody who I think is a phenomenal human being and has changed so many lives, is Tony Robbins. And what he says is that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your emotions. So at any given moment, right, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but any given moment, the quality, the enjoyment, the fulfillment you're getting in life is determined by your emotions. So if we're constantly worrying about playing defense and blocking out the bad stuff, and that's where our focus is, that's what we're going to be feeling. But if we are stepping into feeling, setting those anchors, choosing love, choosing peace, choosing joy, choosing our faith and our spiritual connection and consciousness and all those amazing, beautiful things, that is what our experience of life is going to be. And that, my friends, is the mind shift that I invite all of us as empaths to step into. And I believe that if we do that together, we can change the world. We can truly change the world. And I'm not saying, again, learning to, let's say it this way, learning to turn on that ability to connect with others, to empathize with others, to feel what other people are feeling or think what they're thinking is a gift to be used, but you don't have to live in that space. You don't have to live in that space. It's okay to set that boundary and be in your space. Put yourself in what you want to feel, right? Put yourself in what you want to feel. Step into that. Use that. Ask, align, action every single day. That is a cornerstone of the Empowered Empath Collective process. And so I'm going to give you, this is, if this has resonated with you, if you're resonating with this whole empath thing, if you've ever worried about protecting your energy, if you've ever felt yourself like constantly feeling like you're on defense energetically, this is for you, my friends. So the Empowered Empath Collective, this is your invitation to check it out. The link is in my bio, kesleytweed.com/collective. I see a yes, sister. We would love to have you. This group of women is blowing my mind. Like, they're blowing my mind. They are freaking amazing. They are like in the Facebook group, they're sharing, they're setting goals, they're smashing the goals, they're taking action, they're doing their morning routines, they're feeling good, they're playing their music, they're doing their dancing, they're doing all the amazing things. And I would love you, Banabi91, or whoever else might watch this later, Chris. I see you, sisters. I see you, empaths. This is your special invitation. I believe that if you're watching this and this is resonating, this is divine. This is divine. We are having so much fun. This is a party for all the empaths, and you're all invited, ladies. And if you want to learn more, send me a direct message, and I would love to share more of the specifics with you. For right now, and this is honest, I do not know how much longer I'm going to run this special. But for right now, for 40 days, you can try it for free. So you just go to the link in my bio, you sign up. I'm going to get you into the community. You're going to get access to all the videos, all the stuff. We're having a big old party later this month. Every single new moon, we are going to have a freaking party. The kind of party where you celebrate, you toast, you come together as women. We have fun, we laugh, we dance, we do all the fun things, but you set intentions for your month ahead. So imagine where you can be in your life 1 year from now. If you say yes, you say yes to you say yes to stepping into your empath power, sister, let's do this. It's going to be transformational, but it's also going to be a celebration and a party and an opportunity at this time of craziness to come together as women and celebrate one another and raise one another up and really, oh my gosh, I'm just getting goosebumps now talking about this part. Like, when I say that I believe we can change the world and that I believe empaths have a special purpose, right here, right now, at this time, I'm talking to all of you. I'm talking to all of you, and we need to step into that, and we need to put you in your best state so that together we can raise the vibe on this planet. All right. Boom, I'm gonna leave it there. Happy Friday. Send me a message if you're interested, and go to the link in my bio for more on the YouTube channel. The whole survival guide for empaths is there, the whole series, and that's also a sneak preview of some of the content that I'm offering to the community, and also the link to learn more about the collective. You can send me a direct message. I love connecting with you and hearing from you. Mwah. Thank you, ladies. I'm loving the emojis. I'm loving the support. I'm loving the sisterhood. Empaths, I love you. Remember this. You are magic, my friend. You are magic, and the magic in me honors the magic in you. Have a beautiful day.